Oh yeah.
Let
Wow
me-
wow 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 wow. Ooga da booga. Fun. We here. We live. We vibing.
Yeah, we're all good. We're here. We're vibing. So let's give it like a couple of seconds.
Oh yeah.
Ugh, God. My head just got itchy. I don't know why.
Oh no.
Funny hair goes itch, scratch, scratch.
Haha, itchy hair, point and laugh.
So, hello everyone, and welcome to another iteration of DBA Downtimes, a spin-off or offshoot of our weekly tabletop RPG run in the anime campaign Epithet System known as Destruction Venture Agreement. Basically, Destruction Venture Agreement in-universe is a, fighting tournament-like organization you've seen shown in anime that is televised to the world at large, so a large portion, if not most, of the events in proper DBA sessions are things that the weird ethereal cameras managed to capture on the air and put together in this, in the show and shit. But, of course, these characters that exist outside of the show, and so there are moments that happen that are either important or just chill and we want to have it happen and just be streamed or whatever, that aren't quite in universe. And this is basically our way of having more RP focused time that isn't a session, and therefore can focus on smaller casts or perhaps significantly larger casts. And it's it's our RP focus of our TTRPG primarily. So we got that, and this time we got a couple people in particular focus. Normally I'd introduce the person that's going to be pseudo GMing this, but considering the circumstances, I'm instead going to introduce our main candidate here, our main player. We got Roche.
Hello there, everybody. It's me, Roche. As you can see, I'm playing Funny Cole, and they're kind of just sitting around doing stuff,
Mm-hmm. And then we have the person here that will be taking the closer to a GM role here, or at least explaining some of the shit that will probably happen. We got Rob.
Hey, it's me, Rob. I really like Cole. They're a fun character and fun things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey.
And then there may or may not be other people involved, but we'll get to that when we get to that. You may be wondering who's this jackass talking. Hey, I'm Soleil or Patronix, whichever you prefer. I'm not doing anything here other than being the camera and also shilling our Discord server. Fine dining! Woo!
Hell yeah!
Yo, thanks for subbing. Perfectly timed.
Yeah, perfect. For the shill. You should subscribe and give Soleil money.
Yeah, you should. Give me money, please. But,
Do you accept Reddit karma?
no.
Reddit.
But yeah, I'm here for that, but, for the most part, feel free to join that Discord, of course, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, and you want to know when, where, how, why, you can get more of it. But other than that, I think we're, like, good to hand it off to, like, is there no music? I thought is the music not coming through? It's just...
The music's really quiet.
I can turn it
Oh,
up.
I turned it up a little bit. Is that better?
Alright. Well, if music can't be heard or whatever, just tell me in the chat and, I'll adjust it. I assumed that it was loud enough, but whatever. Anyway. I'm gonna mute Mike, so, feel free to describe the scene and, tell me when you want the certain, camera movement.
Yeah.
Do you want the floor, Roche? The lizard?
Yeah, I'll take the floor for a little bit.
Just let me know when you start explaining what Cole is doing, because I have a track for that.
Yeah. So the scene currently is Cole standing at the top of a frigid, cold mountain. It is biting winds. Basically, not necessarily below zero, but very cold. Next to Kohle, there are a bunch of discarded bottles, empty from different sorts of liquids housed within, probably. And Kohle currently holds another in their hands. Kohle seems to be looking like they are trying something, sort of like tentatively testing the waters, metaphorically. And this last bottle seems to be sort of a catalyst for it. There are, I should note, some symbols hanging around the air, glowing with incandescent energy, and they themselves are glowing with a, golden mode energy. All sorts of different sorts of powers and energy flowing around them. Should I post the upgrade that Kohle's been trying to do this for? Question mark.
Yeah, go for it, and
Yeah.
I'll switch the track.
Because Kohle has been trying for an awful long time to deal with this upgrade they got. Straining for change, which effectively lays Kohle's path clear for them. They can either attempt to force a way past their need for Xander's influence over their epithet, or they can just not grow. And Kohle's been trying to do the first part for the better half of, let's say, like a couple
day?
weeks in terms
Oh,
of
we?
time.
Yeah, or yeah, no, I'm fine with a couple weeks. There's been a lot
They've
of
been trying to,
failures, a lot of successes.
yeah, a lot of failures,
No
sorry.
successes. No successes, just a lot
No
of failures.
successes, just a lot of getting maybe closer until this idea. And they went out, they talked to a lot of Mundies throughout the DBA area, all of that sort of stuff. I believe you can take the floor now, Rob, or
All right.
maybe I should get to describing like other things, perhaps.
Well, if you want me to take the floor, I am more than willing to do it. Kohle, it is a strange feeling knowing that you are very close to something that can potentially change your life forever. Something that can potentially give a substitute to the power that made you this way. Something that will change you. Something that will have you start a new beginning. And you're nervous, you're anxious, but there's always been that part of you that you never really acknowledged, that you never really felt like you belonged. And it's much more than just a simple don't have any social experience, or that have this background. You have truly felt within these past 6 months, these past half a year or so, after getting away from the man that made you this way, that you genuinely do not feel like you belong anywhere. And that led you to DBA and the Burr House and all the adventures you've had since, trying to, at least subconsciously, trying to find that sense of belonging and sense of wanting to be a part of something else that isn't the man that ruined your life, basically, and was a part of your life for the vast majority of your life comparatively to the time you've spent away from him. And so, with a deep breath, you think back on what you're going to do for this attempt that you feel like will be the one.
Yep. What Kohle has going on is, with a various collection of different techniques and magical or otherwise non-epithet based essences that they've found to be interesting or potentially helpful from multiple people in DBA. They have things that help them embody video games and quote-unquote gamer energy. They didn't quite buy into that very much, but it was like, whatever, anything helps. Golden mode that they got from Davin is always a good help. Alchemical rituals that they learned from Altus. The ability to create runes, also learned from Altus. And then from a particularly glitchy greaser, the ability to make cheat codes and that sort of stuff. They are sort of putting all of that together in a way to try and force an evolution of their power. Most notably, taking aspects from a character known for a lot of customizability in video games, etc., making a lot of potions for various types of helping their soul grow. And then with the cheat code, they did something a little interesting. They happen to have a passive which lets them roll for a lot of stamina, mind you, a D100 on something instead of a D20, and it's still scaled off of the size of a D20. In terms for Kohle, stuff gets a lot bigger and a lot grander, and they did that specifically to try and force this cheat to just let them bypass Xander's power. So with a hesitant sort of gulp, they look off to the side to someone and say, "This might not work, so be ready for whatever. But if it does, this is going to be a hell of a lot of effort used on probably nothing, hopefully something. Here we fucking go." And Kohle downs this bottle of juice, throws it off to the side, takes out their cheating device, and, attempts to, put forth that cheat that they had. And this was all pre-rolled, I'll note. They got pretty good on it. But another effect of Golden Mode Game Genie is that they rolled on a few rollable tables. Wild Magic, Glitch, and Curse. The Glitch didn't do something very useful. The Wild Magic, Kohle ended up rolling almost the max result. That result being the one that gives you +3 proficiency, which Kohle was at 57, which would be just enough to put them to the 60 threshold. And the curse, well, we'll talk about that in a second. As I imagine an explosion of power.
Yeah, no, good. Okay, no, continue.
Yeah. An explosion of power sort of bursts forth from Kohle as the already indented snow from the energy they were putting off already would get much larger and more like gouges as one of the lenses on their glasses fucking shatters. Oh, this is going to suck!
And so, Kohle Beneo, you have decided to change yourself, to evolve yourself. Something. Something that belongs. Something that you are comfortable with. As you feel this power well up inside of you, you notice something. You notice that as you're trying to change yourself, your very soul, you realize that there's some within you that you can't change. And it seems to, as you are developing and evolving, grow alongside you and seemingly separate from you. What this is something you can't really tell, all things considered, and for the time that it spends with you, very quickly leaves you as well, leaving you to fully develop and change into what you want to be, someone who isn't connected to Xander, someone who is able to decide their own future, and the actions that they will take now will be able to change it for the better. And Kohle, the best thing the best way I can describe what happens is that you get your desire. You get your ability to change into something else, and it's a lot more in your control. And everything. As the energy begins to swell and swell, as you realize that you are now able to fundamentally change who you are. You are able to turn yourself into whatever the hell you want to be. Whether that means you keep your epithet, whether that means you turn into a Mundi, whether that means you officially class up, that is your decision in this moment. What do you decide to do?
Let it fucking rip. They're gonna class up.
So, if you would like to do your snow thing.
Yeah. A blinding white flash of energy overtakes Kohle, turning... It almost seems to overtake basically everything, until suddenly it turns gold, then slowly to an orange, like a burning sunset, as the snow piles up all around, flies, and the energy collapses back in on itself, leaving a pile with a little bit of something peeking out.
And it's strange. It's strange. You were able to become something else, become something new. You fundamentally realize that you are no longer Kohle. You are no longer a student of Xander. You are whatever the hell you want to be. And if anything, that is probably the best thing that could have ever happened to you. And as you class up and you choose to just let whatever the hell happens happen, you obviously get a new passive at 60. And it's strange. There's a strange thing with this passive as you read it out, and everything, is that you realize you are a completely different person and everything. As Roche, you would like to reveal the new character.
Yeah. I imagine the person off to the side would probably help with that question mark.
Oh, most certainly.
So?
They are oddly statuesque and hardened almost. Deific Rose is by their side. They know that Xander is curious. They know that he could have done anything. They know that he could be here for all she knows. As this was happening, as snow was covering her, sticking to her hair, an onlooker would see that she still tried to stare past the strands that, well, are still there. Ready to cut in case things got bad. Ready to inherit something if worst came to worst, but as the snow calms, as it slowly and naturally falls from the strands of hair in her dress, she stands up, wipes some remaining flecks of ice from her eyes, still holding Deific Rose, still ready for anything that happens. Though a bit more almost casual in her demeanor, she just walks over. A hand is brought to a superheated temperature, and dropping Deific Rose for a moment, like Moses parting the Red Sea, a simple swipe across the snow that covers Kohle to just melt all of it as quickly as it surrounded them.
Yeah, I was right. Still fucking hurts like a bitch.
I see. She responds simply.
And
Gotta say, I'm feeling pretty great though.
And Nicole, as you are slowly coming to with your new body and your power, you realize something. You realize that, you're not connected to Xander. You would know that. You would know that in a heartbeat if you were still connected to that man. But it seems as though there was someone else from the outside who, some way, somehow, you seem to have some sort of connection with, as you realize this effect, which is built on companionship and friendship with individuals, is an effect. And it's weird because it's really, really weird because normally when this is in effect and whatnot, you're aware of who you are affecting and how you are changing them. But this time, you don't. And it's weird. You're trying to think and think and think, who the hell could you theoretically still be connected to at this point, being that you are an entirely different individual? And you take a moment, you take a breath, and start to look within yourself and everything. And it's such a strange feeling because for whatever reason, it seems like you have been connected to yourself with your own epithet. But it's not you, but it is you. And due to your nature of time and using time itself, you're able to tell if would be some sort of time shinganery, but it's not. And as you start to look into yourself, you notice in a flash of light, there is an entirely new figure within you two, as seemingly plopping into existence no sort of grandiose energy and everything. You notice what I can only describe is someone that you recognize but don't at the same time. It is a woman in her early adult ages with what really stands out the most is her white hair being pulled back into a ponytail, wearing a leather jacket and sunglasses, as she has a sword sheathed along the backside of her hip and everything, as she kind of just places herself into the ground and like takes a deep breath and everything, as you see what I can only describe as a semi-familiar face.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Ever the sentry, Kevaya just walks up. What is your name?
Wait a second. She kind of not even seemingly looking at you, Kevaya.
God, this is the second time I've made two of someone. That's like not a lot of times, but
Kohle? I thought you were fucking dead! Oh my fucking god.
I assume this person goes for like a hug.
Yeah, she just fucking grabs you and starts crying.
Nicole actually, but like,
What? As you have a closer look at her and everything, Nicole, it is a very interesting feeling that you are feeling. You recognize her, but you can't remember from where, which is a really interesting feeling to have, because you have perfect memory. And
oh boy, another one of these type of deals.
You recognize her and everything, and you get this feeling of connection and trust you have, and that you understand that something happened between you two. And you can recognize that you are different people of your own right, different personalities, different experiences, different backgrounds. But you're also the same, weirdly enough. You know, um,
When Nicole looks over to Kevaya. It's cool. You can calm down.
I was. I can
Yeah.
recognize when someone doesn't recognize another any harm.
This is weird. So like,
I thought I left you to die.
oh shit.
You know, I there's so much I've been wanting to talk to you about. There's so much that
Wait. So like, wait, let me just get this straight. Like, are you actually like me?
It's okay. I guess we're getting straight into it. She kind of like wipes a tear across her eyes. She's still smiling and like laughing to herself. It's more like the other way around. You're a clone of me. Which is a weird thing to say, but like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter that you are, alright? You're your own goddamn person. Who cares about the fucking way you were made, alright? Hell, my fucking existence isn't even probably sadder than that, to be honest. That's besides the point.
Alright, okay. Now,
I'm sure you have so many questions, so many things, like, I just come out of fucking nowhere, because I know in this moment, I gambled it on everything in this moment that you weren't connected to him anymore, because I don't know what I don't know if I would do if I showed me to you and he just killed you right there. I don't know what you...
believe me, even if he fucking tried, I wasn't gonna go down just like that.
I'm sure, but I didn't want to put you in any more danger than I was planning on. Or that I planned to, and then it didn't happen, and then, oh, so much has happened. Oh, and I've been trying to figure out what happened, and I'm not even sure of half the stuff, but, oh, I was so scared.
Nicole pats this person on the shoulder and looks to Kevaya.
Who is, in a moment, almost taken off guard, and she looks to one of her wrists where there's a little, green, a little watch-like thing with a green LED currently on. Interesting.
Hey, Kevaya.
Yeah?
How observant are you being of this woman?
Decently.
There's something you recognize about her.
Mm-hmm.
You, remember that one fun thing I told you about that one character of mine and
Yeah.
their
I think I know what you're
lineage
talking
and
about.
whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be born from the same methods. However, they seem to have a different parent, which is weird because you would assume that their parent would be that guy, but it's not. You can't tell who their parent is. It's really fucking unnerving. But besides the point, if you want to talk to her about that, more than willing. But yeah, she doesn't seem to be, when her comment earlier of being that she has a fucked up existence and everything is seeming to hit the mark, and you're putting two and two together and whatnot. That Nicole might have been born out of a test tube, but her birth certainly wasn't natural as well. And yeah, I should yeah. Give me a second. My name is Kohle.
Kohle.
Yeah, Kohle. It surprisingly enough, Xander used to call me Cole, which I find very ironic that for a while at least you seem to use that name. That's something else now, and
Yeah. Just
that's
figured
good. I mean,
it fit me a bit more.
yeah, kind of looks you up and down. Look at you. You don't look half bad yourself.
So are you still connected with Xander, or like?
No, I severed that connection a long fucking time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing to do, and you gotta find certain people who are able to do it without them getting infected themselves. But I managed to find someone, and I've been working to try and kill Xander really ever since. Oh shit, I probably no, yeah, no, I don't want to talk about him. I don't. I
Yeah.
really don't.
Nicole would wince a little bit as Kvaya just fucking eviscerates that tree, but like otherwise is just listening intently.
Yeah.
You said that you do not want to go into your past, shall we say?
Okay. I looks at you. Oh fuck.
Do you recognize me?
Yep. I sure do. Sorry for just ignoring you. It's
Don't
just
worry about it.
very emotional right now. Somebody that I thought was dead, and Xander was just sending to DBA as a puppet, is actually their own person now, and I'm kind of just all over the place.
I may have been a puppet, may not have been. Either way, any strings that were there are fucking severed.
Hell yeah. But okay. I'm down to talk about my past if that's what it takes for you to trust me. More than willing to. What do you want to know?
Much to my dismay.
I will say before you go asking questions, because I don't want to get myself killed, I can't tell you who severed my connection. That is kind of, and things tied to that is like the only thing I really can't tell you about.
How
Because
are
if
you
I
born?
do,
Let's start with that. I
how
will not ask questions.
okay.
You are an oddity.
So I am Xander's biological daughter. That seems off. That does not seem like that's the case, Kvaya. You have your epithet. You're really powerful. You can tell she is not blood related to you, Kvaya.
Interesting.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm Xander's child. I actually
Wait,
give me a second. So there's
Kvaya is just lighting a campfire.
okay. You know Samantha, right? Samantha Truss.
Yeah, her.
I don't know how, but some way, somehow, Xander got a hold of her epithet. And I honest, I don't know if he birthed me or if Samantha did. I don't know. All that I know is that I was born from that epithet. And I was raised by Xander. Let me tell you, he's a lot different than when training happens. And he was actually kind and nice. It was sheltered life and everything, but
Really?
those years were enjoyable for the most part. And then the student initiative happened. Or at least this generation happened. That's besides the point. And, you know, my DNA was taken, and I was told that it was used to create someone. And after, time spent and, the body and cells were slowly being made, you were born. And we kinda grew up together. I don't know if you remember that. You probably don't.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think you do because no, I don't. If
So
you did,
wait, let me get this straight.
yeah.
Are you Dolos, or is there another one of me going around?
That's the thing I don't know.
Oh God.
There might. I don't know. Like, I don't know. To be perfectly honest with you, there might be another. I guess I can just call them Kohle now, because you're Nicole and that's not confusing. I'll just call them Kohle, or maybe they want to be called Cole. I don't know.
If they desire to change such a thing, they can make their presence known.
I don't know how the fuck they would. She kind of just like shrugs a little bit.
This is a whole bed of landmines. Let's
Yeah. Look, all I'm gonna say is that
Nicole picks
really
this up. No littering.
oh yeah, no littering. I'm just really happy. All right, because you're safe, and I didn't have to resort to the thing that I wanted to resort to, which was a stupid idea. I don't even know if I want to talk about. We can do that at some other time.
Yeah, let's first and foremost, just like Nicole is also gonna collect these bottles, but they're on the map layer underneath
Mhm.
everything, so we'll just assume they're dead.
Yeah.
Huh. So then,
I don't. I don't know what to fucking do right now. If I'm being honest with you, I kind of just came here, and I didn't really know what to do after. Fuck.
yeah.
All
Do
right.
you share Nicole's memories for my sake?
No, we're two
Well.
entirely different people.
In
Kivaya?
broad strokes, yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Scar. Just one last thing I want
I
to
get it.
mention, as you've been hearing her talk more and more. Did you watch? Did Kivaya watch the end of the Juilliard job episode?
She has watched every episode from beginning to end past a certain point.
Yeah,
that point. Yes.
you recognize her voice from the phone call.
Hmm.
But yeah. Yeah, I got my own place. I got a apartment in DBA in the fucking city. I don't even know the fucking name of the city. I just call it DBA City. Um,
Most
But yeah.
people do at this point, to be honest.
yeah. But yeah, let's let's go get some food or something and talk. All right.
Yeah.
Mm,
I guess just one final question.
What's up?
We have the same epithet, or how's that work?
No, see, I was gonna get into this, but you were a very special case when it came to this generation of students and whatnot, because maybe it's because I was born with an epithet or something, but you were also just born naturally with one too. We have different epithets.
Damn. Okay.
And yeah, my epithet kind of, you're holding the bottles in your hands, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She kind of just looks at those bottles and then they disappear and then appear in her hands. It kind of just lets me move stuff around that I can see, basically. Not telekinesis, it's weird.
Teleportation.
Yeah, teleportation, basically.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh fuck! I've been
What's
focusing
up?
so much on this whole situation. I forgot about the pumpkin guy.
Pumpkin guy. He's nowhere
Uh,
around.
Right. Kevaya looks at Nicole with a fucking dead-ass expression. Nicole, according to that pumpkin man, this would be recorded somehow, some way. Care to explain what we're doing together, as I know DBA well enough to know that they are running to their cork boards, ready to throw you under the bus seeing us together.
Nicole raises up their arms, is just like, yeah, okay. Look. Fucking wherever the camera is. I went to go talk to Kevaya because she knew a bunch about Xander, and we've been slowly helping each other figure more and more stuff out. That's the long and short of this whole situation.
I mean, I feel like that's valid, yeah.
By the way, we're being recorded, so don't worry about it. But like,
She kind of looks around. I don't see any cameras.
yeah, that's how this works.
Wait, what? I thought you
To
were
the
able to...
sky.
She looks up into the sky. I thought you guys knew that you were being recorded. I thought there were like floating cameras and shit, like somebody's epithet.
Oh no, they're not there. They're just. We just have to assume. We could be looking in a random direction right now.
What the
No,
fuck?
we're not. I know for a fact we're being recorded.
Oh, great. Well,
Neither here nor there.
great. That's fun. Okay. We might need to switch apartment. I might need to get a new apartment if we're going to my place.
I think they'll stop recording us after a certain point. I just don't know when that is.
Huh.
I would assume that I am the more interesting person of the two, though this could be seen as a, quote, new plot development, so...
Well,
Give me a roll, Rob. Do me a
sure.
favor.
Sure, I'll give you a roll. Why not? Come on, roll 20.
It's alright. Roll 20.
2! Kohle doesn't know what the fuck is happening.
If you want me to, I have a sort of sixth sense for these things. I can assist with telling you when they are or aren't recording. But that is what to you.
You know, I was already planning on getting involved with the DBA cameras and everything. I kind of just assumed that you would be able to see when they're recording you, but if they can't, well, guess I just gotta deal with that then. She just shrugs.
Kevaya's fists. Kevaya morphs her hands into fists as she just like digs her nails into her palm. Right.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. The best way I can describe it is that I'm already kind of a little used to somebody constantly observing everything I do. So it's not too unsettling. So, you know, but besides the point.
Yeah.
I'm saying, also, I should mention before you start to freak out, it's literally only the stuff that I do. Like, he can't really see shit around me and whatnot. And it's not Xander before you get all. It's somebody else. I'll tell you later.
I'm not going to. I was not going to ask of the specificities of the deal either. I would simply like to make 2 requests, as I assume you do want time to yourselves.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Number 1, a small request. Someday, not now, just someday, I want you to tell me stories of what it was like living with Xander before the student initiative started.
Yeah, yeah, no. I can do that.
He is my brother.
Oh, well.
And
Hey, Auntie.
she gives like a... that gets her to smile a little bit, and she does a half-hearted wave. Hello. Still, he has changed a lot, and, well, all that I can really do now is just revisit old memories.
Yeah. Well.
Secondly,
Yeah.
can you take off your glasses for a moment?
I would if I had an alt for it, but I don't. So she's basically gonna be like, all right, so come here, both of you come here, because if the cameras are recording this, I don't really, want them to see this, because there are some, look, I'd rather not
Here.
let other people see it and whatnot.
She holds up a hand.
Yeah.
I think such a reaction alone warrants.
Yeah.
There's no way of putting it where the cameras can't piece things together. Just, I feel like I understand what I want to know through that reaction alone.
Yeah. She will, like, just at least try and whatnot, and the cameras don't see this. But she kind of, like, lowers down her shades a little bit, and, you can see 2 piercing red eyes.
I see.
Yeah.
You know, I actually don't know what my eye color is either, huh?
Huh.
God,
what?
if one of my eyes is orange, I'm gonna fucking kill something.
She kind of gives you a look. Nah, I don't think you got one of those.
So, a piece of my family that survived through the hardship, A piece of the contours.
Yeah. Seems like it. She shrugs.
That means something to me, Kohle. Something that I do not want to put into words. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, kind of like sticks her tongue out a little bit. Glad to be of service. Especially to Kevaya fucking Vanderbilt. Holy shit, you knew this fucking woman, Nicole?
Yeah, it's been a couple months.
Yeah, like, to be honest, half the reason, you know, I was tempted to try and get in contact with you, Kevaya, but like, I don't know, you have a very terrifying reputation, alright? I'll just say it.
I suppose I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I didn't see the episode. I skimmed through the episode where Xander was like, "Oh, that's Kevaya is my sister," and you know, Dush and it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, it.
Hey.
Hmm?
Just... No, never mind. Never mind. Emotions getting the better of me. May not look the part, but just... Again, means a lot to me.
Yeah, I have an idea to get him out of there, by the way.
Who?
It.
Her eyes contract for a split second. Him,
Yeah, look,
Well,
it's a thing of. I was gonna explain this later. I might as well explain it now. There are a couple students that, you know, not everybody liked Xander, obviously. Like, you know, there was Nicole, there was Id, you know, there's me. I wasn't really a student at the time, but I was for a little bit. But a lot of them were very, obedient to Xander and everything. And I was I wanted to get it out of there, but I thought I was
Kohle.
too late. All right.
How big do you think the disparity of height is between Kohle and Kay?
Kohle's like the same height as Nicole.
In that case, I think it is warranted that she like crouches down.
Big woman.
Something that I had to learn is that you are not. You are not responsible for every life. Some will have to die, no matter what happens. And the fact that my brother was the one who ended up taking the life boils my blood like nothing else on earth.
He's not dead, though.
She puts up a hand.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interrupted, but...
No, it's fine. I understand. I'm
Okay.
simply building up towards something.
I'm sorry.
All is forgiven. But my point is this, right? Id may still be alive. However, how shall I say? You know of why I exist, right, Kohle? She stands up, looks to the semi-far distance. You know that I have a family that I love with every fiber of my being. You know that children are important to me. That I feel that I should give them the best life possible. I have spent a lot of time around children. She takes a single step back, and I want to make something abundantly clear, worryingly clear.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure if he should be brought back. That is all.
Oh.
My brother treated him like a toy, and that's something that I'll never forgive him for, but I've been around children a lot. I know how they act. And that one did not act like a student nor a child. I am concerned for him, in a word. Concerned as to what he could do if given a second chance at life. Though, on second thought, everything deserves a second chance at life. She looks to the side.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have opened my mouth.
I
Neither here
mean,
nor there.
yeah. Yeah. It's just. We'll get into it later. All right. It's no use talking about it right now. I've just fucking hit me how
True
cold it
enough.
is. But yeah.
Kevaya looks to the smoldering remains of the campfire that she impromptu made at fucking much to the tree's dismay.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there. Let us. Well,
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get out of here. And I feel like with that we can conclude this short story and everything. Unless you two have anything else you desperately want to say.
I'm good.
well, would Kohle and Nicole want to go off on their own?
I'm all up for whatever you want. All right, this is Kvaya Vanderbilt. This is good networking. All right. Look, I kind of run another job, but like I also want to talk to. It's your decision.
I will
I've-
visit and the particular restaurant I frequent. Order whatever feels nice. It's nigh abandoned at this point in the night. Off-continent people probably won't recognize you.
Alright.
And with a
God, I
they're
forget
just-
how big that sword is.
Oh.
Don't
You know, I'm
worry.
getting a little bit of sword envy right now as she kind of touches her own sword on her, hip and whatnot.
We can discuss that at a later time. She swipes and they're both gone.
Oh,
The
alright.
deific rose fades into ash. And Kevaya just takes a seat in the snow. And stares at the green LED still at her wrist. Looks up to the camera. Do you want a little something before you leave me alone? Something to tide you over? Her head drops a bit. Well. sorry. I guess. For what? Who knows? She looked up again. Shouldn't that be enough to tithe you over, old friend? And from that point, the scene fades.
And it's the end of the short story. I can't just leave it without a little bit of an end cutscene, you know?
No, of course you can't, Rob.
Of
Are
course
you
I can.
sure you
Just
have one?
just a little fun thing. It'll only take like a minute. So as time, progresses forward, the cameras do their thing, zoop to a completely dark and unlit room. In the corner, there seems to be nothing within the room. Strange.
Are you
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
change
yeah.
tracks, or is there
No,
is
we're
this the
fine.
correct one? Sorry.
We're using this for now. All right, we're using this for now because this is a fun track and I really like this beat and whatnot. Well, yeah, there's this dark room, and you can tell that there was furniture in there at one point, as you can see, like dust and imprints and whatnot. This room looked like it was lived in and is now barren and empty. And I'm just gonna reveal, as you don't really see anything. And as the camera pitches into the darkness, try and see if there is anything, they go to one of the corners. As mentioned before, there seems to be an individual just slumped in the corner.
Oh no!
Not really saying anything. Kind of let out a long breath. Get up. Fuck. Fuck. As they kind of walk out of the camera's view and disappear. As that's the story. Yeah. I attempted saying a monologue, but I was like, nah. So yeah. But yeah, that's the funny short story, everybody. Funny. Nicole, class up into Nicole. Woo! Oh fuck.
Yowza.
That was the other curse, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Because the curse literally just so happened to be
Yeah.
transgender, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the exact curse I rolled.
But this
Of
is.
course, the bitch has white hair and pronouns.
But yeah, I'm very, very happy with how this went. The only thing that I wish I did different was I didn't post Nicole's class 2 before her name got revealed. I'm sorry, Roche.
It's okay.
Okay. But yeah, I enjoyed myself. I hope that, my players, GMs, Scarlet and Roche, I hope you two had a good time as well.
I had
Oh,
a
that
good
was
time.
Yeah. But yeah, and I hope it was entertaining, because, oh boy, this may just seem like, oh, cool, a class up. This has a lot of ramifications for certain things, and I'm living in the chaos that I find myself in. Oh, fuck yeah.
Xander has a 5 o'clock shadow the next time he shows up. It's also
Look.
white, so we don't see it.
Look.
Me when I'm
Some
looking.
shit has changed. All right. Nicole. Xander gets gendered. All right, Kakapo. All right. If we wanna.
Oh,
Imagine the fucking Chad move of just like somehow transferring the transgender curse, transferring the curse off to fucking Xander.
Jeez.
Just prank his ass.
Look.
yeah. I feel
Look.
like we can
Oh, yeah. We can.
Sorry.
probably end here.
Yeah. Did we get any fan art?
Oh,
There
yeah.
is a singular fan art.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Fucking love Nicole. God, fuck yeah.
Yeah, the icon is just beautiful.
Oh,
We'll get
thank
to
you.
see all of them when Nicole shows up again.
Right,
Also, because
yeah.
just like bands before the course, just wanted to make that clear because I wasn't clearly communicated, so I wanted to make it clear now. That's it.
Yeah. Requested
Alright.
by Imogen, made by James. The meme
Yeah,
shall
yeah,
be
yeah,
arriving
yeah.
soon.
All right. Well,
Meme will arrive sooner than thought.
yeah. Well,
There it is.
hell yeah. We got we got something. We got something to share.
Yeah. There it is.
We got some-
But
Yeah.
as we let this meme play out for the rest of it, if you're new around here, you're enjoying yourself, and you want to know when, where, how, why you can catch up with more of the things we're doing here on this Twitch channel, you should join our Discord server. Fine dining. Click the link. And of course, thank you all very much for watching. Couldn't do this without you. Always a great time. Makes it what it makes it. And of course, thank you to everyone who participated here today and, you know, did the thing. I mean, I say thank you, but it was more like a story thing happened, and, you know, it happens. So,
Yeah. Thank you for drawing Nicole and
Yeah.
Kohle and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ooh.
And-
What?
Yeah. But, yeah. For now, anyway, with one last thank you. Good night, and say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Goodbye, chat, everybody.